In this demo, we will first create a description project where all of the modeling and interfacing will be stored. We will add a customer DTO, which will be used across the different layers. Then we will create a project for data access and create a customer data access layer. After that, we will create a service project and create a customer service layer. Finally, once that is complete, we will create view models in our forms project that consume these new layers. Let's get started. In this module, we got the outline for creating our solution for Global-Matics. We started by covering how to architect Xamarin Forms applications to accommodate this new corporate mandate. The first thing we covered was the components of a project. After we discussed the components of a project, we moved on to discussing how to structure for testability and how to utilize NuGet within our solution. Since we covered how to structure for testability, we moved on to discussing the different project layers and how they affect testing and overall effect on changing requirements for our solution. In the next module, we will look at how to organize and utilize common code in our Xamarin Forms project. Let's add a new project, and this will be our common project. So let's go ahead. We're going to filter by all project types again. We're going to select the Android platform as a filter so that we can get our .NET Standard class library. Sticking with our naming convention, we're going to name this global-matics.pluralsight.mobileapp.common. In this common library, we're going to create that customer class. So let's rename class 1 to customer, and let's give customer some properties. We'll give it a customer ID, a first name, a last name, and finally, we'll give it a date of birth. Now we can go ahead and add our data access layer project. So again, we're going to add a .NET Standard library, and we'll name it global-matics.pluralsight.mobileapp.dal. Let's rename our class 1 to customer DAL, and let's just add a placeholder method for now. Let's call the method getCustomerAsync. It'll be an async method returning a task of type customer with a string customer ID as the parameter. And we'll just return an empty customer object for now. We're going to do the same thing again, and this time we're going to do it for a service layer. So again, we're going to add a new project. It's a .NET Standard library, and we'll call it global-matics.pluralsight.mobileapp.services. We'll add the common project as a dependency, and we'll rename class 1 to customer service. And we'll add the same method signature. So it's going to be public async task of type customer, get customer by ID, and we'll pass in a string of customer ID, and we'll just return an empty customer object for now. Now, in our Xamarin Forms app, let's go ahead and add the common, the DAO, and the services as dependencies, and then we're going to edit the About View model. Let's change this open web command, and we'll call in and we'll get a customer by ID whenever we tap on the Learn More link. To do that, we're going to add a method, getCustomer. Let's add in the customer service as a private property. So we'll just set in the constructor customer service equals new customer service. In this, we'll call getCustomer by ID. We'll pass in my name, Jared Rhodes. And then we're going to set the title to that customer's first name. Let's go to the customer service, and with this customer we're returning, let's set the first name equal to the string that we are passing in. And now let's change the open web command. Let's change it so that we now invoke getCustomer instead of opening the browser to Xamarin.com. Now we'll launch the app, and we'll see that whenever we click Learn More, instead of navigating to the site, we now update the title to Jared Rhodes.